Hey everybody, it's Christopher Small, the Unconventional Attorney, for take two of this episode of the Unconventional Attorney podcast, or wherever else you're listening to me. Um, and we're going to talk about if you're ready or not for Q2. Hopefully this version will be better than the last version. Apparently, I am an idiot, and I forgot to unmute my mic. So it's sitting here. Jonathan's been here twice. Hopefully he can hear me this time. If you can, maybe let me know. That'd be great. I hit the button, so it should be working. All right, before I get to that, if your Q1, by the way, is not as good as you wanted it to be, and you want to lay out a plan, you want some help to do that, come and join the sanctuary. This Friday, I'm having my quarterly meeting where I'll teach you some stuff that I'm working on and lay out a plan for the next 90 days. And you get access to everybody in the sanctuary. You get access to me. You get access to all of my training. It's amazing. It's cheap. Sanctuary.com. Okay. Are you ready for Q2? Today is the last day of the first quarter of 2020, and what a roller coaster ride it's been. It started out for me, actually, the entire quarter for the most part has been really, really great. This week right now has been relatively slow. Last week has been relatively slow, but the people that I've talked to have been very motivated, and so business is not down tremendously even over the last couple of weeks, but we have no idea what the future holds. And the end of the quarter is always a great time to take a look back on what you've been able to do over the last 90 days, and also look ahead to the next 90 days to see what you want to do to get on track to get to where you want to go. 90 days is a great number because it provides you the opportunity to actually get things done, and also break things up into small enough pieces that you can see if you're making progress on where you want to go. Essentially, at the end of that 90 days, what you want to ask yourself is, did I do the things on a daily basis that I wanted to do when I started the first 90 days? So when I started the quarter, I'm going to identify these things that I need to be doing on a daily basis to get to where I want to go at the end of the quarter. And then you don't necessarily ask yourself if you met the goals that you wanted to. You ask yourself, did you meet the output requirements? Did you meet the daily activity requirements that you identified to meet those goals? Because here's the deal. Let's say you want to make $1 million. You can't actually control when you're going to make that $1 million. But what you can control is creating consistent content. You can control is, doing networking on a very consistent sort of programmatic basis. What you can do is set up Google Ads. What you can do is all these things that at the end of the day should lead you to more clients, should lead you to that road of having that life that you want. But you can't know when that's going to happen. And if you set yourself up like that, if you make specific quarterly monetary goals that are going to be the end all be all for you, you're often going to be disappointed when you get to the end, when you haven't met those goals, when maybe it was only 2 weeks later that you would have met them, but it's the opportunity is lost because you are focusing on the wrong things. Now, the easiest way to identify where you is to look all the way out to figure out what your perfect life is like. I was talking to Wendy today, who was a sanctuary member, because when you join the sanctuary, you get a one-on-one time with me. And one of the things I like to start with is, like, where do you want to go? Like, what do you want your life to look like if it all works out? And that will often dramatically shape the choices that you make and the things that you decide to do to ensure that you actually reach those goals. In Alaska, glamping in Alaska, owning like a wood cabin on the outside, but souped up techie mansion on the inside, and then running everything from there. And based on knowing what that is that she wants, then you can back into that and it will help you make different choices. For example, you don't want to own probably a multinational firm if you're doing that, or even a firm with multiple locations, or maybe even a firm with multiple practice areas. You want to be able to focus on one firm, build up one thing, get to where you want to go, and then allow those things to sort of fund your lifestyle and give you the things that you want to do. She also, by the way, inside of that had some specific things that she wanted to do with her business. And then knowing that and focusing on that, then that's going to direct your marketing. That's going to direct your advertising. That's going to direct the message in the direction of everything that you do. So if you haven't ever taken the time to do that, now is a great time to sort of take stock of where you are and where you want to go. And one thing about that is it's really, really important to be honest with yourself about where you want to go. We as attorneys, as Americans, or whoever you are, it doesn't matter where you are. There are certain expectations of us when it comes to lifestyle, when it comes to choices that we may not want to do. And if you want to lead a different kind of life, that's okay. But you have to be willing to sort of admit that to yourself. You have to be strong enough to admit that to yourself. And then you have to be strong enough to go after that life that you want. So identify that thing and go after it, okay? That's it, really. That's it. The point of today, the message today, is to make sure that you know where you want to go and have a plan to go there and that you're executing on it on a daily basis. You should be doing something every day to push yourself forward. You should be doing something every day to get where you want to go. And if you're not doing that, then you're going to be dissatisfied, right? You're going to be feel kind of untethered, and you're not really going to have a way to identify when you are doing the things that you need to be doing to get to where you want to go. So for me, almost every day feels like a win because every day that I do the things that I've identified that will get me to where I want to go, I feel good. It doesn't matter how much money I make on any particular day, as long as I knock out the things that are on my list, right? Right? See these 5 things right up here? I'm doing them every day. As long as I do those things, I feel good. All right? That's it. Hopefully you enjoyed this. If you like this, hit the like button. If you know someone that needs to hear this, please share it with them. If you have a question or comment, please leave it. And if you are not a sanctuary and you want a place where law firm owners come to create their best lives, to work less, to make more, to hang out with other fun law firm owners, to learn all of the things that I'm doing in my firm, and all kinds of other fun, crazy, cool stuff, and do it for cheap, you can go to lawyersanctuary.com. And by the way, the only reason I talk about this cheap thing, by the way, is because I want to make this affordable to everyone. I want to make it accessible to everyone. You shouldn't have to be able to afford $1,000 a month to come join a group of law firm owners and learn how to start and build a successful law firm. What's up, Norman? So that's it. LawyerSanctuary.com. Go check that out. That is it for today. I'm Christopher Small. I'm the Unconventional Attorney. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your attention. I appreciate you, and I will talk to you again soon. See ya.